Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the season 3 podcast. Uh, hope you're all hope you're all having a good week, or as good of a week as you can actually have. And yeah, I guess that's it for the intro. Um, anyways, this past week, I've actually recently watched and finished Kaguya-sama Love is War. And I have to say, pretty good anime. Uh, I also heard that season 2's coming out literally this April. So, basically a week or two after this video drops, uh, the season 2 will start airing. So, kind of excited about that. And yeah. And what do I talk about? Because I know it's gonna get pretty predictable if I talk about a certain virus, but you know. Actually, let me talk about the reason why I chose March Comes In Like a Lion as the first anime video anime I specifically just talk about in a video, uh, or like in an essay like format. Um, the reason why is I found it to be a really like enjoyable anime. I found all the characters to be like somewhat relatable, uh, in like some way, and I could really feel like Hina's situation, what she was going through during season 2. I'm not actually gonna like in the video. I'm not really gonna say what that situation is. Just know that it happened at school, and yeah, it gives a lot of motivation for different characters in that season, and yeah, I think that was like uh, a real like growing point for both Hina and Ray, and would like to see a continuation of how their story just pans out in season 3. Not the school drama, but like the anime, the manga story in general. I want to see it get continued in season 3, which would be great. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but it would be great if it happened. Oh, another wonderful anime to watch. Violet Evergarden. It's really beautiful and uh, really sad at the same time. I might do a video on it. I don't know yet. Um, but it's a beautiful anime. Uh, it was just animated very nicely. The the animation just looks beautiful. Like the characters' eyes, though, they are like, mm. But it's also a good like sort of it's a tearjerker, obviously, but it also tries to portray what post-war feels like. Like you were in this war for so long. Now it's done. It's over. What are you gonna do with your life now? It sort of gives that feeling, and yeah, I'm okay with it not having a season 2 because its story felt like it was wrapped up really nicely. Even if it was like really short, it was only like 12 episodes, I think. It was pretty short, but it was wrapped up nicely. Uh, anyways, videos coming in the near future actually. Um, I really want to do another episode of a potato's life, if that's possible. Uh, but with the quarantine and all that, don't know if it is. But yeah. Also, I'd like to do. Don't know if I don't know if I can get it out fast enough, but by like the first or the 2nd of April, I wanna I wanna release the Your Lie in April video where I just talk about it, and yeah, it'll be if I don't get the entire thing done, then I'll release like the first part of it, and then I'll continue on with a second part. But near future videos, um, I just finished recording 2 covers. Um, Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars, and what was the other one? Uh, uh, if you've watched Dragon Ball GT, or you know of Dragon Ball GT, it's this very specific opening. Like, I don't know if it's the first opening, but it's like a really iconic opening. Probably not as iconic as like Dragon Soul or Chala Headchala, but it's pretty iconic. So watch out for that one too. Uh, Anyways, other related news. We got okay, so Nintendo fans have been like depraved of a Nintendo Direct for like 200 days, but then on like what was it, Friday or Thursday, Nintendo freaking dropped a Nintendo Direct out of nowhere. But it wasn't a normal Direct. No. It was a mini Direct. You see, what I found funny is that they could have just called it a normal Direct. Like, yeah. Here's what we're showing. But no, they decide to just call it a mini Direct. Like, God, like, then the fans are gonna know that it's not a normal Direct. It's just gonna showcase small things and not big picture things. But honestly, yeah, they only really showcase the small things like updates, DLC, third-party games that that either they're licensing or publishing. I don't really understand what that is because, you know, I'm a high schooler, not really into that business. But I hope this means that by June or by late May, they're gonna, by like E3 season, they're gonna unveil an actual Nintendo Direct and not just give us this BS tiny mini Direct that just showcases like, oh, we're gonna update the game, we're gonna add a few things here and there, the DLC for Pokemon, oh yeah, you eat that up. But I mean, like, here's the thing, Animal Crossing, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but like, what is their holiday release? What is their big game of the year, my dudes? Like, March is way too early for a big game. Like, I mean, yeah, technically they did release Breath of the Wild in March, but that was one of their big games of the year, but that wasn't their only big game of the year. No, they also released Mario Odyssey in October. So technically, there were 2 big games. So I kind of understand that, and hopefully, I'm not saying definitely, hopefully we're gonna get um, something similar to that this year, where we get a big release in March, Animal Crossing, and then we get a big release around October, November, something like that, just in time for like the holiday season or Black Friday. I think that would be great. Oh yeah, other things that happened. Um, so Steven Universe ended. I really, I'm mixed about the ending. You know, like I'm not, I, I am sad that it's over. It's over, isn't it? Uh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sad that it's over, but like, it was kind of underwhelming. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just so well that happened. That's all it felt. Sure I was sad at the time, but it didn't really stick with me, you know. Like, it just felt like a forgettable ending. But overall, I guess it was a good ending for Steven's story, I guess. But but hopefully this doesn't mean that it Steven Universe as a whole is just like over. But Rebecca Sugar herself, the creator, said there's not going to be any comics, nothing to extend the universe. Sorry. So I guess this is it for Steven Universe until she thinks of something new. And and then and that's and I guess that's why she left it open ended in the first place. So if she ever gets any new ideas, or if she ever wants to do something related to Steven Universe and Steven Universe Future in the future, um, she'll have a way to open it up without having it feel forced. Because I mean the ending was just okay. But I really like how spoilers if you haven't actually seen Steven Universe Future. The last three episodes, I think, of Steven Universe Future yet. Uh, oh, no, it's like three or four. Uh, Homeworld Bound. Uh, Steven goes to Homeworld, visits the diamonds, and Spinel. Oh man, really happy that she was brought back. But realizes that they can't help him either. And then the next episode's called Everything's Fine, and he acts like he's fine, but he isn't. He and it really starts showing. He starts having problems again, and then it just ends with him like on the floor, and then he just bursts out like just something bursts out of him, and then the next episode's just um all of his friends, I guess. Well, Gem friends and Lion, Connie, and his dad. Um, they're all trying to comfort him, I guess. And yeah, they're trying to. They realize that what Steven needs now is not Steven, it's them. They need to be there for him instead of him being there for them, which I feel like is a perfect way to sort of do. Well, I can't say perfect, but like it's a good way of doing it, and that's really how I expected it to go. Uh, that they were gonna comfort him, and yeah, and then going into the final episode, that's when it really hit me. Steven Universe is over. Like, this might be the final time we see him. We see the gems. But I guess that's okay, because, every story's gotta have an ending. Not a happy one, but, it ends. And that's it. Sometimes I like to think about characters that got happy endings. What happens after that? I mean, sure, the story ended on a happy note, but it doesn't mean that the characters are going to be happy forever. I mean, like, take Shrek, for example. The first movie ended on a high note. Fiona accepting herself, accepting her ogre side, living with Shrek, and it was like, happily ever after. And, but, no, it's not like that. There's obviously going to be problems. I mean, what about her family? So, yeah, I kind of understand, why it sort of, why, happy endings don't really mean it's a happy one. It means, yeah, we ended on a good note, but, that doesn't mean, every day afterwards is gonna be a happy one. There are gonna be some bad days. Some days where you're just gonna not want to do it anymore. But, I wouldn't say get over it, but, talk about it. Be like Steven, get a therapist. Like, jeez, he finally got a therapist. He's been going through all this mental and, like, physical and emotional traumas ever since he was, like, what? How old was Steven at the beginning? He was, like, 13? Jeez. 13, 12, something? I don't know, he was, like, the birthday episode said he was, like, 14, and then it revealed that Connie was 12. Sorry, I'm rambling. But anyways, as I was saying, stories don't really end with stories normally end with happy endings, but there are some stories that don't give that kind of closure, and I think that's okay. It doesn't matter if it has a good end, if its ending leaves the characters on a high note or on a low note. All that matters is the journey that got them to that ending, I guess. Like Gravity Falls, for instance. I thought the finale was wonderful. I got, like, really emotional during that one. But, I also realized that means no more show, no more Gravity Falls. And I guess that just made me, like, really, really sad. But, I'm just happy with how it ended. And honestly, I wouldn't have been too upset if the original Steven Universe, the one before Future, the one where he doesn't have a neck, I would have been happy if it just ended with Change Your Mind, and that was it. But it also didn't. Actually, Change Your Mind did feel more finale-like, specifically because it was an hour-long special. So, wait, hour, half hour? I forgot how long it was. But it really did give off that finality of a show. So, yeah. Huh. Now that I think about it, there's, like, a lot of shows that either end on a high note or a low note. I guess that's fine, because there's always gonna be... it's literally just hills and valleys, you know. But I wonder how my life's gonna go. God, it feels so weird saying that. It's like an existential thing, but it doesn't really feel existential at all. Uh, I mean, yeah, life's a mess. There's gonna be high points and there's gonna be low points, and just gotta you just gotta deal with it, I guess. I don't wanna I wanna reiterate that it's fine to talk to someone about it. It's fine to do that. Uh, because talking about your problems instead of keeping them to yourself, uh, that makes you healthy both mentally and like emotionally, I guess. Because bottling it up, uh, it'll just burst out one day, and it'll just be like that for like a while. Like that's kind of that's actually kind of what Steven Universe Future portrayed. Steven was bottling up his problems for so long that when he finally when he finally couldn't take it anymore, it just all bursts out of him literally, and it turns him into this monster. And yeah, so all in all, well, I wouldn't say Steven Universe Future had a really like storybook ending. I think it had a realistic ending, and I think that's fine. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's see. I got like really deep into that. Oh yeah, I finally got to see all the see most of My Hero Academia season 4, specifically the cultural festival arc, and damn, it was good. People say that Stain's their favorite villain, or Shigaraki, or All for One, but like Stain creeps me out, and I guess that's why people like him. And he talks a lot of sense, but like I said before, he creeps me out, and he kind of hurt someone. He took down a hero, Ingenium. He took down Ingenium, and Ingenium was one of the honest heroes, was one of the well-meaning heroes. So I kind of don't like him specifically because of that. Shigaraki, yeah, he's been through a lot, but like, and if you okay, I'm a manga reader, so I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Shigaraki's backstory is like sad. Like, I'm not even joking. And All for One, he just seems like way too OP and too like gimmicky. He's a gimmick villain. You know what I mean? He's like that impossible wall to climb over. But he isn't even like the main villain, I guess. Well, I mean, yeah, All for One is sort of like the main baddie, but I really think Shigaraki's gonna take over that role somehow. Either he's gonna find out what All for One did to his grandma, or yeah. But here's where Gentle differs from all of them. He's like Stain. He's a nobody. he doesn't have the strongest power like Decay or literally All for One, um, or even Blood Curdle. All he does is make things bouncy. And I mean, not gonna lie, but he'd work pretty well for hentai protagonist. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what really makes him an enjoyable villain. It's because he uses his quirk in an unconventional way. Uh, he makes the air literally elastic. He makes and he basically can like double jump and air jump because of that. And I found that cool. And like the fight between him and Deku in the manga was like really great. I'll just call him. I call him Deku, but like I know his name is Izuku Midoriya, but Deku's just easier to say, so I just call him that. Also, Fight Me because Uzuchaku is my favorite ship, and Uzuchaku, Uzuchako, Uzuchako is my favorite ship, simply because I don't know why it's my favorite ship. I just really like it. I'm weird. But anyways, it's my favorite fight simply because this isn't a battle of strengths because Deku would easily beat Gentle if it were a battle of strengths. No, it's more like a battle of wits, of will, of desires. The reason they're fighting, what the other wants, and what's gonna happen. And yeah, sure, all that's at stake is the cultural festival happening at all. If Deku loses, but you know, that's still kind of a big deal to him, and I understand why it's a big deal. And that's the thing. His life isn't really hanging in the balance in this battle. And that's really it's really I guess I could just say it's really good storytelling when you make the reader care about a battle that isn't as impactful or as life-threatening as all the other battles. But my God, I just love Deku versus Gentle. It was great, and honestly, yeah, it was just great. It really gave me if you've watched the original Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden, Naruto the first series, the very first fight, the very first real fight as a Genin as a I'm gonna mess this up. The first real ninja threat he faces was that one guy from the village of the Hidden Mist village, I think. Forgot his name. I know the guy he was training was called Haru or something. Anyways, no, it wasn't Zabuza. Was it Zabuza? No, I don't know. But anyways, that guy. Yeah, he had a tragic backstory too, and I guess I sort of see why. And he sort of set the standard for how Naruto villains in the future are. They have a reason why they're doing the things they're doing, and that's kind of why I like Gentle, as well. It's because he has a reason why he's doing what he's doing. He failed as a hero, And he doesn't want to fail as a villain as well, because he wants to make that impact in society. He wants to be seen, he wants to be heard. He wants to be a part of history. And I just feel bad for the guy. Like he really, yeah, he did a lot of bad things, but he did it in the name of what he thought was right. But that's not how society sees it. We live in a society. Sorry. Uh, we've actually reached 30 minutes. I'm surprised. I don't know how I held the topic that long. Anyways, yeah. Watch out for that Your Line April video in the next coming days, and the covers too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.